The Economic and Organized Crime Office, in collaboration with the police, CID, and other allied agencies, has arrested over 200 foreign nationals, mostly Nigerians, during a raid at a suspected cybercrime hideout in Oyarifa, located in the Ga East Municipal District. Fred Duho has the details.
In a joint security operation dubbed Operation Rescue Shield, EOCO, the police, CID, and other agencies rescued and arrested 219 individuals believed to be victims of an international cybercrime ring. According to the acting executive director of EOCO, the victims were lured into Ghana with promises of well-paying jobs, only to be held against their will and forced to participate in online scams.
219 people were arrested at Kunsak Estates in Oyarifa. The suspects were lured into the country, the victims were lured into the country by the suspects, ostensibly to give them lucrative jobs in Ghana. Unfortunately, when they came to Ghana, since there are no lucrative jobs existing, then they took them hostages and then they confined them at the Oyarifa estates, and then they were forced to go into cyber crimes and cybercrime-related activities.
EOCO says among those arrested, 11 are minors, 7 are females, and 201 are adult males. 35 of the suspects are believed to be masterminds behind the operation. Investigators believe many of the victims were trafficked and forced into cyber fraud under duress.
The screening is still going on, and we are thinking that come what may, by tomorrow we should be able to complete with the screening, and then bearing in unforeseen circumstances, it should be possible for us to link or maybe make arrangements to send the victims back to Nigeria to connect with their relatives.
Security personnel recovered laptops, mobile phones, internet routers, and other digital tools used in the operation. Personal belongings were also secured as evidence. EOCO has announced that the arrested individuals will be processed for deportation within 48 hours.
When the Nigerian High Commissioner met them, these were the complaints or issues that they raised. Many of them expressed regret, especially the juveniles. They said, a friend called me and assured me of a lucrative job in Ghana, and then I didn't tell my parents, and then I joined, and then I'm in Ghana here.
As crime continues to grow in Ghana, a number of institutions are collaborating, like the CID and the EOCO. They are basically collaborating to ensure that they nip this form of cyber crime in the bud.
Hey, wonders shall never end. Nothing we no go see in Ghana coming from Nigerians. Guys, today I bring to you another news. This is a very sad one, guys. 219 human traffickers arrested by EOCO in Ghana. Oh my God, they are Nigerian citizens. If they are not Nigerians, then where are they gonna come from? Guys, let's get right into the video, and at the end of it, I'd love you to drop your opinion in the comment section. Let's watch.
Let me take you to the office of EOCO, because in the major breakthrough in the fight against human trafficking, the Economic and Organized Crime Office has this afternoon arrested over 200 Nigerian nationals suspected of running a child trafficking ring spanning Ghana and other parts of West Africa. My colleague Kenneth Jassi is there. I can take you live to the EOCO office now, and they are about to speak to the media.
And suspects. The operation was successfully, and 219 people were arrested at Kunsak Estates in Oyarifa. The suspects were lured into the country, the victims were lured into the country by the suspects, ostensibly to give them lucrative jobs in Ghana. Unfortunately, when they came to Ghana, since there are no lucrative jobs existing, then they took them hostages, and then they confined them at the Oyarifa estates, and then they were forced to go into cyber crimes and cybercrime-related activities. A number of laptops, personal effects, internet facilities, food stuff, and other things were retrieved from them. Together with the Ghana Police Service and then the Army, they were brought to the Economic and Organized Crime Office, and then we have subjected them to some screening. The essence of the screening is to separate the victims from the suspects, to even separate the juveniles from the adults. And then we also want to know what type of criminal activities they are involved in. And whilst the screening was going on, the Nigerian High Commission visited us, and then he met with the victims and the suspects, and then he admonished them to cooperate with the office. At the moment, the screening is still going on, and then we are thinking that come what may, by tomorrow, we should be able to complete with the screening, and then bearing in unforeseen circumstances, it should be possible for us to link or maybe make arrangements to send the victims back to Nigeria to connect with their relatives. I think for purposes of the operation, the planning and everything, our counterpart with the CID, we had met at National Security, we planned together, we executed the exercise together. Indeed, going forward, the Economic and Organized Crime Office and that of the CID, we have mapped out strategies that the two of us, that is the CID and then EOCO, we should work more closely than before. And then this is just the beginning of one of the steps or one of the projects that we have embarked together. As we speak now, maybe Madam Lydia will talk about it. Similar operations are taking place somewhere, but we are trying to unite or join these operations together for one purpose so that we can join resources, do a thorough investigations, and then share resources to reconnect the victims with their relatives. So I'll just pause so that Madam Lydia will add one or two words, and then we will send you to meet the victims, and then maybe we take it from there. We have Ghanaians with them. But normally, when you arrest somebody and the person is maybe speaking some accent, the presumption is that the person is a Nigerian. But we are aware that there are some Ghanaians involved. There may even be some other countries or citizens involved. But at the end of the screening, we should be able to maybe de-aggregate which number is Nigerian, Ghanaians, and so forth. Indeed, the intel we had and then the surveillance work that we did all pointed to the fact that they were engaged in cyber crimes and cyber crime-related activities. But we don't also rule out the possibility of prostitution. Yes, I think we had those below or those within the ages 15, they are 15 to 38, is it right? They are 11. Okay. So those below the ages of 18 are 11, 7 females, and then 212 are males. We suspect that the suspects, so far from the screening that we have done, the suspects are about 35. Juveniles, that is people below the age of 18, they are 11. And we suspect the suspects from the screening are numbering 35. Normally, in traffic cases, that is how it started. Nobody will volunteer him or herself to be trafficked if the motive is not going to better the person. So normally, the use of jobs, lucrative jobs, is just to facilitate or lure them or more or less to deceive them and get their consent. Indeed, during the screening and when the Nigerian High Commissioner met them, these were the complaints or issues that they raised. Many of them expressed regret, especially the juveniles. They said, a friend called me and assured me of a lucrative job in Ghana, and then I didn't tell my parents, and then I joined, and then I'm in Ghana here. They were even crying. We've separated the juveniles from the adults, so we've kept them maybe closer to ourselves, and then the majority of them are within our gardens, and then the CID, our officers, are undertaking the screening. For the victims, They are just victims of circumstance. They are just people who are in dire need of opportunities, and then they've been deceived and brought to Ghana. With respect to suspects, ideally, EOCO or CID will not go into any operation if we don't suspect any offense. So there are other offenses, apart from the fact that they are engaged in cybercrime-related activities. Then trafficking of children, trafficking of whatever form is illegal in our laws or the laws of the country. So definitely, we haven't finished with the investigations. Maybe at the end of the investigations, it is possible that we may even have issues of drugs. But for now, we are just screening them. We are doing searches and so forth. The screen outcome and the search outcome combined together will now put us in a position to say crime A, B, C, Q, Y, Z is committed. I think as we speak now, we had 2 or 3 cases that AG recommended that we should prosecute, and we are prosecuting. Maybe if the head of anti-human trafficking were to be here, he will be able to tell us the stage of the prosecution. But I think the AG has been strict. The moment we send the dockets, I think 3 dockets, the response came within a week or so that we should prosecute them, and we have put them before the law court. I think we've had a number of investigations involving Ghanaians that have been lured to Ivory Coast, and then they also find themselves in similar circumstances. We had instances, the QNet. QNet, people were also lured as if QNet is sending them to Spain or Paris, and then through the Ivory Coast side, and they ended up in Ivory Coast. We have also rescued some of Ghanaians that were in Ivory Coast for that purpose. And as we speak now, we are also investigating some other Nigerians that were also lured by QNet and other related scams or scammers into the country, and then they now subject them to all manner of inhuman treatment. As and when a matter comes to our attention, we take action. But if it is like it is still in social media, our public affairs unit, if they see that it is within our mandate or it is not one of the social media gymnastics, then they will pull it down and put it into an actionable request, and then we approve it for investigation.
You know what, guys? As if I knew that something of this nature happened in Ghana. To be sincere, I never knew that the Ghanaian police caught these people. Like, I'm talking about the QNet people. I just sat and talked about what happened to me, my experience of how I was being brought from Nigeria to Ghana because of a job opportunity that isn't true. And when I got to Ghana, it happened to be that the company they called me for the job is not the exact company. When I came, I saw that it was QNet. This is the same thing, the same company, the same strategy they used in bringing people. It's very sad. It's very, very sad that we do not even have jobs here, and people can easily lie to us. We leave our country and go to another country just for greener pastures. Look at how people fall victim of what they did not plan of. Can you imagine? I know. I went through that same thing. You can imagine somebody that do not have money, and they tell the person, go and borrow, go and take loan. And the person will do that same thing, come there, and I've seen plenty people that took loan and they could not return home. They cannot go back because they don't have any means of paying back the loan. So that's what usually keep them stuck in Ghana. I know of a guy up to now, he's still in Ghana. He couldn't return back. I don't know how the guy is faring. But the last time I spoke with him, he was asking for assistance, and I did my best. You see, oh God, if our countries are better, what will make us leave our country and go to another country for job opportunities? So to crown it all, we are still going to take the blames back to our government. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. Look at how our youth are suffering. Look at the minor. Look at the small boys. I don't even know if they are ladies or boys. Hey, it's sad. It's very, very sad. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do also like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to as many eyes out there. I believe they'll watch and learn from it. I love you guys always. Bye bye.